This is BMI Redefined with Gin and Moe.
All right.
Welcome back to BMI Redefined with
Gin
and Moe. Hey everybody, we are back. We're so excited.
I know.
Right?
We are so excited. We're actually in the same room.
I know. It feels so weird.
It does.
And it's, starting to open up again, and it just feels good to be around people. I think I wanted to cry when I saw you.
I know.
It's like, oh, a person.
I know, a person, and we're actually going to do a project, and I love Zoom. Zoom's been awesome. It's been a great technology to be able to use, but it's just so
glad we're
nice
doing this again.
to just be here doing this. Our coffee talk. We have our Starbucks, thanks to Mo.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I think that this is great. And I'm excited because I feel, okay, so we have to tell them that I came over here because I worked out.
Right.
Right.
We just had a training session.
And you just got all this really cool equipment.
Yeah.
So we had to try it out and see if it worked.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm feeling it in my quads. And
Good.
I'm feeling,
Good. And my dogs are barking upstairs.
And that happens. It happens, ma'am. We're still not quite there yet.
I know, we're getting there.
Still not quite there. But the thing is, during our workout, I was telling you, I'm feeling a little doughy. Like the Pillsbury dough girl is what I'm feeling like. No, I need your expertise to help me get back on track.
Yeah, but Mo, it's somebody wanting to work out and wanting to come over and train and all that. That is so motivating for me, and I think the entire nation, possibly the world, is feeling a little doughy right now.
I had a friend whose daughter made me cookies last week.
Yeah.
And they're so good. But yeah, they're gone. And they're done. It's done. That was my thing where I was like, okay, the cookies were fantastic, and I did enjoy eating them, but now I'm ready to get back.
Yeah. Well, we just had an awesome workout.
We did.
You did great.
We did. And the thing that I'm really excited about is that this weekend, all day Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., I think it is. Yes. And 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to be doing this virtual webinar. I'm living Healthy Now virtual retreat.
Whoa.
And it's pretty cool because it's dealing with with my stuff, and it's a group of people who are dealing with bariatric surgery. And I think other people are also involved in this who aren't bariatric people, but all three women who are leading the retreat have been overweight.
Wow.
And so I cannot wait
Yeah.
to be a part of this. And I just found out the other day, which I'm really stoked about. So Patricia Hill, she's the one who started this whole thing. And she started it, she had bariatric surgery in 2016, which is when that's when I had mine.
Same year?
Yep. And I remember her being online and starting this little chat thing and everything, but I was like, I don't need that. I'm fine. We're at the same place. She'll, it'll be fine. And then boom, 4 or 5 years later, she's got this whole thing online and she's running these webinars and these retreats. And I mean, she's just exploded. And so I'm like, I think it's time to kind of maybe figure out who she is.
And reach out.
Yeah, reach out. You know how I hate that. I hate that. I do not like that term. I'm just going to reach out.
That's what
reach out and touch someone. Anyway, and then there's another lady who's a psychotherapist, and her name is Kristen Musa. I think that's how you say her name. I'll find out this weekend.
Yeah.
And I just ordered her new book that just came out. And she just, I guess, recently just got her PhD. So she's one of us. She's one of the 1% who get their, doctorate and stuff. So that's pretty cool. So we know what she's been through.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then Natalie Heckert. Okay, this was a total surprise to me. Do you know who she is?
I've heard the name.
Doesn't she look familiar?
She does.
She was on I think she was on a season or something of The Biggest Loser.
Oh,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and she is a certified health and fitness specialist.
Okay.
And Patricia Hill is a certified nutritionist, which is great because that's what I'm studying for right now.
That's what you're studying, yeah.
I'm on the hydration chapter.
Yes.
In fact, I need to hydrate right now, but I'm hydrating with coffee, which I know now is not considered true hydration.
No, it's not.
But that's okay. We'll
This
work
is
on
coffee talk, though, so we have to drink coffee.
So we have to drink coffee. Exactly.
But we have water nearby, too, because
Yeah.
we just worked out.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yes, we have our water bottles.
Yeah.
But I'm really kind of stoked about this because I'm in a funk.
Yeah.
I've been in a funk. And just like stress and anxiety and just of the whole thing. And I just want to be able to kind of get remotivated again. Because I was so motivated before this thing hit. You and I were going to the gym.
I know, all the time. Yeah.
And I never went to the gym. I hated the gym.
But it was fun when we worked out together.
Well, and that was fun. Because I've decided that after this whole thing, I'm extremely a social person.
Yeah, I think a lot of us have realized that.
I am not good by myself.
No, I've seen that in myself as well.
Yeah.
I just realized that how much, and not the whole cliche, oh, I'm a people person or whatever, but just the fact that having human interaction, even just a conversation, where you're, even if you're 6 feet away or whatever, just having those conversations.
Right.
I
mean, and I don't know about you, but I was kind of relying on like Andy to be like that person for me. And it's shown me that my relationship with him is different than my relationship with my girlfriends.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I understand that totally.
Right? I mean, he can provide me so much. and ditto. And and he's been fortunate where he's been able to work through all of this as well as your husband.
Right.
So they have their people who are on the same page as them for work and things like that. But I think that's what I was missing.
Yeah, just the friendship talks and walks and talks and that kind of thing.
And doing this.
Yeah, and doing this.
Our project.
Exactly. I know. I've totally missed doing this.
And being together doing it. And the energy of being together. Because we did it, but it was via Zoom.
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Right?
It was not as easy to give you a hard time.
No. Right?
Well, and something I want to talk about, you mentioned stress and anxiety, not to like totally switch the subject, but I am. So you know me, we're back.
We're back.
So
squirrel. Go ahead.
Thanks, Mo. So in the grocery store, which we go every so often during all this, and so Time Magazine has these special issues, and you and I bought the nutrition one.
I saw them on your table when I snooped.
Yes.
When I went out to my car.
Yes. So back in January, years ago, I had bought the Science of Exercise years ago when I was, working on some new fitness ideas or whatever with my trainer. And then in January, we each got the nutrition one. Well, then last month in Time Magazine, don't quote me if I put the wrong timetable, but within the last month or so, the Science of Anxiety came out. Yesterday, I was in a store. The Science of Stress has come out.
Okay.
So now I have all 4 of those issues. And Julia.
Yeah, you do have those issues.
I know.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. That wasn't very nice.
Not nice.
I know. I'm sorry.
But I do. But
okay.
Anyway.
We all do. That's why
now
we're here.
everybody knows it too. But Julia, my future daughter-in-law is a nursing student we talked with. She and I are talking about she needs to do a research paper this coming year in nursing school, and we were talking about kind of combining some of these ideas and doing some research along those lines about how there's an interaction, and I think Time is onto something.
Yeah.
Because interestingly, and I know the anxiety and the stress ones said, well, nutrition probably because it's January, New Year's resolutions, they were hitting that market. But I definitely think the stress and anxiety ones have come out during this pandemic, and there's no coincidence.
No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, it's a huge issue, and I think that because of the depression and the anxiety, people are putting on weight because they've been in their homes, and what are you going to do? You're going to cook. You're going to feed your family. You are going to eat. You are going to have leftovers in the refrigerator, and you're going to be dipping in here and dipping in there, and it's, I mean, I cut ice cream out for 3 years, and what am I doing? I'm dipping into ice cream now. And so I've got to stop that. And I haven't sat down and had a bowl of it because I physically can't, which is my saving grace in this situation.
Right.
And but I ice cream for Maureen Carlson, has zero nutritional value.
Okay.
For me.
Right.
For me. And it's not, and I know it's like not an all or nothing thing. I know you shouldn't do that or anything, but for me, it could be a slippery slope.
Okay.
So I have to just kind of be careful about ice cream.
Right.
That's what got me into trouble in the first place. And, and I live with a family who loves ice cream.
Wow.
I mean, we always have ice cream in the house. So I just have to kind of be careful, with that. But the stress and the anxiety led to me having something that I haven't had for like 3.5 years.
Yeah. Well, I think...
what's up with that?
I think a lot of people are probably having similar experiences.
Yeah.
I really do. It's like... And all the cooking and the new recipes and all that kind of stuff is really, really cool. But there's a slant... that you can use for modifying recipes or whatever. And people's like, well, it's a pandemic, I can't go anywhere, so I'm just going to make it straight. Well, make the recipe straight the first time, but then you can, you can adjust going along if you want to. But it's been interesting just to see. Well, it's been fun, like having family members around and all that kind of stuff.
Totally, yes.
That's been fun.
That's been fun, and it's been great, and spending the time with everybody, absolutely. And getting to know them as they're a little bit older, and because when you're with them as young kids, they're always there and constantly, but as they get older, they have their own friends, they have their own interests and things like that. But when you're forced to be in the house with them 24/7, it's like, okay, wow, that's really cool about this person.
Yeah.
Or, oh wow, that, okay, I can see, how that's going down that road, so it's pretty, and the conversations that you would never have.
Yeah. Well, if they were off at school right now, we would never have had that time together, those conversations. So it's been, like, I would say insight is probably a very fruitful word through all this. Gaining insight into ourselves, not to get too philosophical, but I've gained a lot of insight into myself during this, because basically,
you're forced to.
I was gonna say, because
let's see, what about me?
Me, myself, and I. It's all about me.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
No,
but I mean,
but
like we were talking about this very thing while we were working out about the, just reigniting the motivation for projects and stuff. Like, so right now there's some projects I'm doing some studying for some certifications and that kind of thing too. Right. And I'm got to reignite some of that right now.
Well, and I think that, that we have to realize that this situation, I think for me, I've just finally come to the conclusion that this situation isn't going to go away anytime fast. So even though we're reopening slowly, it's still going to be here. So I have a choice. I can either stay where I'm at and become more doughy.
No.
Or I can just keep moving forward.
Right.
And it's kind of like, what is that Disney thing, Nemo, Finding Nemo?
Oh, yeah.
Just keep swimming.
Yes,
is that what it is? That's how I feel. And I feel like the past 2 months I've been kind of treading water. Just trying to keep my head above, like, okay, now what am I going to do? But what this has also forced me to do, and I think what you're trying to say too, is that it has slowed you down enough to figure out, okay, here are my next projects that I can do.
Yeah.
But the world kind of had to slow down because I wasn't going to allow myself to slow down. Right. So it's kind of like the world forced me to slow down.
Yeah. I would say exactly the same thing. I've had the same experience, like, just going 90 to nothing each day, working down your to-do list, my scratch pad, as you call it, and figuring out what tasks I can move to the next day as well. But anyway, just figuring that out, and then in a day just going, God, made it, okay.
Well, that's the thing.
And that has not been the way these days have been anymore.
Right?
I've spent a lot of time sitting outside and just kind of, I made a Facebook post last week. I was just, it was storming outside.
The one with your feet in the computer? I saw that one. I was like, man, I hope she bathed. No, I'm teasing.
You were just not being nice to me.
I am. I'm just so glad to see you.
I'm so happy to see you too.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, just sitting down there, start working on the novel, just trying to get back on track and some ideas to come to mind and that kind of thing. And I've spent a lot of time outside, once the temperature's warmed up a little bit. But
No, I agree with that.
just kind of back to nature, if you will, a little bit.
Yeah, not me. Yeah, I'm not going to go back to nature. But I do like sitting outside.
Okay.
But I'm not a nature person.
We're not going to go on a hike tomorrow?
No.
Okay, just asking.
I know. And I look at people on Facebook who hike all the time, and they're like, oh, and it looks fun. It looks like a lot of fun.
We could try it.
But I'd have to bring a lot of off.
There are bugs sometimes.
I know, and I'm not a bug person.
But lately, really, being outside so much, even in the evenings, it's not as not this like a scientific term, buggy, if you will, but it haven't been as many. And I don't know what the scientific reasoning is behind that.
I don't know. But, and I think we need to let everybody know too that we did kind of like a segment of Zoom with different people that we interviewed through COVID, but that we're going to be moving forward, basically the two of us, and maybe interviewing someone here and there.
Yeah.
That will fit into body, mind, and image. The new BMI Redefined.
Exactly.
Right.
That's where it all started.
Yeah.
But it seemed that we needed to come together, and even in a Zoom format, with a pandemic happening all around us, to talk about people and giving encouragement and tips and ideas and grace on how to move through that situation, if you will, and how it's still, like as you alluded to earlier, it's still going to still see masks and things are going on, and the numbers are still happening and all that. Vaccines are being worked on, and it's all progress as far as moving toward a solution to all this.
Right.
But that seemed to be what you called it was a season.
Yes.
A season of BMI Redefined, where we really focused on working through this pandemic experience.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that for me, that this, this whole thing of me doing this virtual retreat this weekend is going to be, coming here today was a beginning.
This is fun.
This is always fun. And you're the inspiration behind that.
Oh, we're a team.
And we are a team. I mean, we've become a team. But
I'm excited for your weekend.
I am too. I'm excited.
This isn't like one of those retreats where you can't talk to people. Is it like could you text me and let me know how it's going?
I know nothing about it.
I've had friends that went on silent retreats and they could not communicate with the outside world the entire weekend. No. So the cool thing about this is that you sign up and you don't have to be present the entire time. You can come in and out because it's going to be recorded. Yeah. So even though I've paid my fee, I can always go back and see the recordings and everything. Neat.
Yeah. And I just ordered this book, and it's coming today or tomorrow or something. And it's from Kristen Lloyd-Musa, Dr. Kristen Lloyd-Musa, who she is now. And she owns this company, I think it's called Bariatric Mindset.
Wow.
And she's an author, speaker, coach, and everything. And she just released a book, and I can't think of what it's called. I want to find it here because I'm really excited to be reading it. It's like a new mindset or something. I don't know. I have to look it up. So anyway, but I'm really interested to just meet all of these phenomenal women. And Kristen Lloyd Musa, Moussa, I think. And there it is. Okay, yeah, she's a psychotherapist. That's exactly what I need. Anyway, you know what? I heard that. And so did everybody else. And so did everybody else.
You made a little noise. I didn't say anything.
I heard it. Okay, here it is.
What's it called?
It's Work With Me. Why can't I find it? I just ordered her. Look, doesn't she look fabulous?
Yes.
Look she's lost a ton of weight.
Wow.
She looks wonderful. Here it is. Okay. So one of them is Bariatric Mindset Success. So one of them is a book. And then she has like a workbook to go with it, 6-month accountability. But her new book is Kristen Lloyd, Moussa. Well, go ahead, talk if you want.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
No. I'm excited to.
I'm just trying to figure. And when I get this book, I will give it to you to read too.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I can't wait either to find the name of the damn book. Hold on a second.
Editing.
I know. No. I might actually keep that in there.
Oh. Well, I'm really interested to see what she has to say.
Yeah, I mean, and
from a coaching training perspective.
Yeah, talk to me about that.
And the mindset. That's because I know when we got together.
Yeah.
I remember we were working out one day. I think we were doing like Russian twists and stuff. Mm-hmm. And you taught me about all the different types of bariatric surgeries.
Yes.
I mean, you just went through
the sleeve and the Roux-en-Y, and I mean, those are the main two.
Well, and then I was working over at another gym at the time also, and I had another bariatric client over there who had a different type of procedure than you had, but you had informed me enough to where I could at least kind of talk with her about how she was feeling and that kind of thing and some of the protocols.
I mean, your whole body just changes. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's great, but you have to figure out what works for you and what you can eat, and things like that. I can't find the name of the book.
Well, we'll talk
figure
about
it out. We'll talk about it later.
We're going to come back
to it after the retreat.
The retreat,
so
we will revisit this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll revisit that.
You will just teach us so much.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's going to be neat.
I think that it is going to be cool for me to be among people of my ilk, because I haven't found a group yet of people who have gone through what I've gone through. Mm-hmm. The surgeons and everything, they always, they get you in, they give you the surgery, you have to meet with this person before it, you have to meet with this person before it, you always have to meet with a nutritionist. Well, you meet with a nutritionist like once. And then like I met with the nutritionist one time. And then you do have to have therapy sessions, because that's a huge part of it, right?
Yeah.
And I still have therapy sessions because I think it's important to keep that going, because why do we eat? I mean, if you're an emotional eater, which I would say most of us are, but I'm not, I can't say all, but probably most of us are. And then you have to go see an exercise science person, okay? But you only meet with them once. And so, the follow-up is the thing that's frustrating when you're a bariatric patient, because you have the surgery and then it's like done. And you're kind of on your own. Yeah.
That's what
I mean, they do have meetings for you to go to, at the hospital and things like that, but it's not the same. It's just not the same thing.
So this is interesting that these three women have come together and put this program together that's virtual, where everybody's ever been through this experience, or it might be, I wouldn't be surprised if there are women that are tuning into this that are going to go through this experience.
Well, and I think there's like one or two have signed up already that are having the surgery in like 6 months.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a huge, wonderful thing for them.
Yes, so they're going to get to hear and see exactly what goes on during this experience. And so, this is amazing. I can't wait to hear what all happens.
I know. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So anyway, that's where we're at, and that's what I have going on this weekend. What about you? What are you doing this weekend?
We are going to be hanging out at the house, doing some projects. I think I've got some planting to do, probably swim a bit, cook out. I think we might have some neighbors come over.
Oh, that'll be fun.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
And just kind of chill.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Just kind of.
And half of your kids are here, and half of them have gone back to school.
So one's headed back, and the others are here. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Day at a time.
Yeah, day at a time. School's out for our kids.
Yeah.
And,
the primary and secondary are out.
Yep. And the one went off with one of her friends and I mean, we can't keep them in forever.
Right. Right.
They have to have that social interaction, just like you do, and just like I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I mean, and it was good that they had a home to be in, during all this, all this. But you can tell they're missing their school friends and that kind of thing, and wanting to hang out. So that's good.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. It's a little scary, but on the other hand, we have to continue our lives. And it will look different, but we need to continue our lives.
Well, my husband and I celebrated an anniversary last week and actually went out to a restaurant.
How was that? Was that weird?
It was weird.
Okay, did you have to wear a mask in the restaurant?
No.
Okay.
We sat in kind of an outdoor courtyard kind of setting, but like typically this restaurant is known for, I mean, it's not overly fancy, but they'll have like tablecloths and candlelight and all that kind of stuff. But of course everything was completely sanitized there. It was every server, everybody had masks on. They were so friendly. You could tell they were smiling behind their mask, and everybody was so nice and just happy to see people coming into a restaurant. And it was a little different. Like not that I have to have the bread basket on the table or anything, but they just serve you everything. Nothing. They don't even leave salt and pepper on the table. I mean, everything is brought to you. But you could tell there was a feeling of excitement there. Yeah. Like I'm sure the owners and everybody were talking around the tables, talking to people, like glad you're here and all that. And so it was special. And then then we went for a drive. Went down and drove and walked around the arch and just kind of hung out and went to some gardens and that kind of thing. So cool. It was a nice kind of outing.
Aww,
we hadn't done that.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really nice. So Disney's opened up.
Ooh.
Or they're opening up. Like June something. And of course,
you
Andy's
guys.
like, no. So Andy's like, oh, Disney's opening up. Let's go. I'm like, I don't want to go. Why would I want to be in a mask? When it's 100 degrees out at a theme park.
Yeah, true.
So I looked online. This one lady, she wore a mask and it was all crocheted. There were like all these holes in it. And so she's complying.
Yeah.
But, so I'm just like, I think.
Just give it some time.
Yeah, maybe we can go somewhere else together, I mean, yeah. I don't know.
He wants another ornament for the tree.
I know. We'll get the ornament.
I'd be Mickey Mouse in a mask. Should be your next ornament.
Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse in a mask. They're going to make those.
Oh, yeah.
And if they don't, we'll just make them.
Gave them the idea.
We should do? We did just give them the idea. What we should do is we should get little masks and put them all over our tree ornaments that have anything to do with Disney.
Yes.
We have the Haunted Mansion ornaments. They'll have to wear masks.
Yep.
Oh, my God, that's brilliant.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I knew I hung out with you for a reason.
Yeah, it's right back at you.
I know. Well, it sounds like we're going to have a good time. It sounds like we're trying to get back into the swing of things, which is good.
I think we're back on track.
Yeah, I do too.
Getting back in the home gym, working it.
Yeah.
Training.
That's really fun, by the way, your home gym.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Cool. Well, it's been fun. Still working on a few of the
So if people are interested in a home gym, where would they go here in the Chesterfield / Wildwood, St. Louis area?
Yes, the Valley.
The Valley.
So Johnson.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know you love that. Johnson Fitness and Wellness Group right there in Chesterfield Airport Road. Talking with Tiffany or Steve there, and get with them. And what we ended up purchasing was the Hoist V4 Elite set with also a leg press. We did a Hoist squat rack with a pull-up bar, bench, Olympic bar, all that. And then through Gym Guys, I also have all this equipment that's actually right here in front of us too, with the mats and the rollers and the dumbbells and the weights and the balls and the stability balls and all that too, and the kettlebells and everything. So there's just, there's so many things that people can even bring into their home. But then you and I also have been doing a couple of workouts with home items, like milk jugs full of sand and that kind of stuff too. So there's so much creativity that can really go into this.
Exactly. May I ask you a question?
Maybe.
How tall are you?
Almost 5'9".
Okay. So I'm 5 feet. So my goal is to get so strong that I can like lift you.
Sweet. I love it. Well,
And you're fit. You're extremely fit. Oh my God, you're so fit.
So we
I
should
wish I
talk
was
about
fit.
BMI. Redefined.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, what? BMI? No. But BMI redefined, yes, we can talk about that.
Body, mind, image.
Yes, body, mind, image.
Well, I am so excited to be here with you, and I think we are just ready to move this forward.
I think so too.
And we have a lot of exciting topics and ideas and events that we want to talk about going forward.
Absolutely.
And some like you mentioned earlier, some guests that we definitely want to bring on the show. And that's so cool to say bring on the show.
Isn't that great?
I mean, we may be if they're in alternate locations, and maybe doing Zoom a couple times through the years or whatever. Years.
You're right. I
years.
Hear that. Okay, years.
But we're just excited to get back in the swing of things, to connect with you listeners, and just talk about BMI Redefined.
Yeah. And we are getting like a web page set up and everything.
Yes.
So we'll have a place for you guys to ask us questions if you want us to answer those, or, topics that you would like for us to talk about or to research.
Exactly.
I mean, we're both researchers too. So we will do that, and we love researching things. So, we're open.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh,
It's
I'm
been
so
fun.
glad that I brought coffee
I
today.
know.
Here, let's toast.
Okay,
Let's
we're toasting.
We're toasting.
Cheers.
Click, click.
Have your coffee.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us again today.
Yes, at BMI Redefined with Jen and
Moe.
All right. You guys have a good one. See ya.
Ciao.